All right, my people, let's answer 3 questions for Cameron Bertuzzi over at Capturing Christianity. I'm doing this video because a handful of people in the comments have asked me to attempt to collaborate. If Cameron finds this video and is interested in having a discussion, I am sure he will reach out. So here are the 3 questions that Cameron earnestly asked in what seems to be an unbelievably popular short.
So I've got 3 questions that I want to ask atheists, and these aren't gotcha questions. I sincerely want to know the answer to these questions. First question is, do you believe that God does not exist? So you kind of either have that belief or you don't. You either believe that God does not exist or you don't.
So the first question seems pretty straightforward. I might rephrase it a tiny bit because I'm a philosophic pedantic butt. Do I believe the proposition God does not exist is true? Just to clarify a little bit, if you're asking, do I believe the statement, an all-good, all-knowing, all-powerful, personifiable creator of the universe sort of God, consistent with most versions of Christianity exists? I absolutely believe the statement God does not exist is true.
If you answered yes to that, then you're ready for the next question. The next question is, do you believe in evidentialism? Evidentialism is the view that your beliefs ought to be proportioned to the evidence. You shouldn't just believe something without evidence.
Question 2. I think we probably have a slightly different understanding of what evidentialism is, but one is not justified in believing things that have no evidence for them, and one absolutely can be justified in believing things that have tons of evidence for them. And in general, the more and better evidence one has, the more confidence they should have in their belief. So, yes.
Those are the first 2 questions. You answered yes to both of those.
I did answer yes to both of them.
If you have the belief that God does not exist, and you also believe in evidentialism, you're ready for the third question. The third question is, what is your evidence that justifies your belief that God does not exist?
Really great question. My evidence is the nature of the world. The easiest way to explain it that I'm certain you're familiar with is the problem of evil. I made a video, this one, where I borrow an argument from William Lane Craig, who I'm also sure you're familiar with, where in a debate, Craig argues we know that he, William Lane Craig, is not a kangaroo because of all of the properties he has that are not kangaroo-like. My evidence for how and why an all-good, all-knowing, all-powerful, personifiable creator of the universe flavored God doesn't exist is this world with the evil and suffering in it. And the reason I think that's a compelling argument is every single counter-argument that I have ever heard or encountered, and I'm guessing most of the ones you've heard or encountered, whether it's evil is justified by a future greater good, or evil's required for free will, or evil is the privation or absence of good, or any other one you like, those arguments fail. So, whether you just want to talk about, hey, maybe that little kid had epidermolysis bullosa in order to teach us all a lesson, or Hitler committed genocide because without it we wouldn't appreciate how delicious a cream pie can taste. If you want to go super duper deep and talk trans world depravity and weak versus strong instantiation and how and why God can or cannot choose which logically possible worlds he instantiates and whether or not he has the power to choose essences, or all of the stuff that's required to even get someone like Planninga's free will account off the ground, I would be happy to talk to you about it, and it seems like you're earnest in your curiosity. So, here is my invitation to you and anybody else who has a platform and wants to discuss this stuff. Reach out. The folks watching my videos are asking for it, and I'm always happy to discuss any of this stuff with anyone. So what do you think, chat? Think we're going to cook or be cooked? The ball is in YouTube's court. Thanks for the time. Bye.